today we're going to talk about Arsenal's All or Nothing Amazon documentary.
We're bottom of the league. 0 goals, 0 points.
That point was obviously earlier on in the season. Definitely struggling. The first 3 games that we played, we lost, whilst our rivals Tottenham started with 3 wins in a row.
Which is relegation form.
Arteta's got to go.
You could see clearly the fans were disapproving of the way Arsenal was playing, the way Arteta was managing the side. You could see Ramsdale there throwing his bottle in frustration because at that point of the season we were obviously playing pretty badly.
But it's when everybody's against you, you are a stronger guy.
In that clip you could see Arteta trying to galvanise the team when the morale was low. The players were probably downbeat in that situation because we were in really bad form. Arteta's trying to say there, when everything's against you, it makes you more determined to prove everybody from the outside looking in wrong. In that clip you could see the whole mood of the squad change completely. They were a lot more upbeat due to their upturn in form. These next few clips are actually from the documentary.
The Gunners had spent more money than any other team in Europe over the summer.
A lot of people, including myself, say that we, Arsenal, can be a bit stingy at times when it comes to spending, but I mean the statement in that clip,
The Gunners had spent more money than any other team in Europe over the summer.
disproves it. The fact that we spent more than any other club in the summer, like naturally there's going to be a lot of pressure on Arteta.
Mikel Arteta had spent 3 successful years as Pep Guardiola's assistant at Manchester City, but life in North London had been proving far more of a challenge.
Yeah, obviously being an assistant at Man City is going to be a hell of a lot easier. You're in a club that's arguably not just the best in England, but the best in the world. So naturally it's going to be a lot easier than coming to Arsenal as the head coach, a team that's not only worse, but also you have a much bigger, more important role. It's more likely that things could go south.
Arsenal need to bounce back. We won here last season, of course, courtesy of that Emile Smith Rowe goal, and we need something similar tonight.
That clip was obviously just before we beat Chelsea 4-2 at Stamford Bridge. Eddie Nketiah getting a brace, I believe. Going into that game, we had beaten Chelsea the season before, even though Chelsea are a more successful club over recent years.
Arsenal and Brighton have both announced that Ben White, the defender, has moved from Brighton to Arsenal for an undisclosed fee we understand to be £50 million.
That is definitely the English tax coming in. Like, we saw that with Harry Maguire. United paid 80 mil for him, and we paid 50 mil for Ben White. 50 mil for a Brighton defender who I'd never heard of before we actually signed him, to me just seems extortionate.
Nowhere was the big kick-off more eagerly anticipated than Brentford. The newly promoted club's Friday evening appointment with Arsenal got the 2021-22 fixtures underway.
Obviously that was the opening game of the season. Didn't go too well for us, losing 2-0 I believe. That was kind of peak, losing your first game against a newly promoted team.